It is now 6:13. I've been up maybe about 5 or 10 minutes. Something different happened this morning. I woke up not with the violent shooting stuff shooting up from the under the floor. Felt like something shooting up at me. But I woke up with heat. Actually, the heat was going in my vagina. How that can happen, I don't know how these people are able to program this stuff. But like I said, someone is controlling this stuff because the vibration of my spine was different. I even slept longer tonight. But the thing is, that heat is going all the way up. I can feel it all the way up in my mouth, my throat. I had to get up and drink some water because of the heat burning it. I don't know what kind of stuff this is, but it's the heat that causes hot dehydration. So I don't know if whatever they use to make that Russian ballot feel if it was out of order or something like that. But the heat is what causes the dehydration. And it's going through my vagina. How are people able to program this to make it go to the private area, for it to go up in your body? I don't know. This is some type of witchcraft stuff to me, sorcery. Um, I did watch when I woke up. I would still be laying there. I moved twice tonight. Normally when that violent rushing, I might move 4 times. But I don't even let that heat going in my body because I don't know what it's doing to my organs. My organ might be all dry. I don't know. I know that it attacks my heart. It attacks everything too. And the heat is what I be feeling going into my brain. It's a weird feeling that I can't explain what this stuff, how it feels up in my head, because it goes all the way up in my brain. You know, my sister was diagnosed with brain shrinkage. This is what had to shrink her brain. She had hold of me when I hit her brain. So this is what's going on to cause my brain to shrink because of that heat. One thing is that food truck. That food truck. The heat has it making some type of noise. And you can hear that truck, that mumbling sound throughout this house. That truck is way over there. It's a distance from this house, but you can hear that sound throughout this house, especially in my bedroom. And I did record it earlier today, yesterday, because when I hear that sound, I be looking for it, trying to figure out where that sound comes from. It's coming from the food truck. Okay, that sound is that light truck, the food truck. I go in my bedroom, that's what I hear. That sound. I hear that sound through the house. I don't know if there's something that is connected to in this house. But it's very irritating to hear that humbling sound. First thing in the morning it does. And I think this is what they're using is the loud campaign, sound campaign. But it's very irritating because it only irritates me here, but in my bedroom, it's very irritating. They can be very loud. I had noticed this, that the sound was in my head. It's like in my ceiling. So this is what it is. It's very irritating. Like when I was outside, it was bothering me to hear it outside, to hear it inside the house. I wake up in the mornings with it sounding that noise. It's more irritating in my bedroom. I don't know if they got something up in my ceiling in my bedroom. I just hear the loud thump, to the thump, and I felt a thump. It's up under this house. So I don't know if all this stuff is working together. I don't know, but I just hear the thump as though you know what that sound from that truck is connected to something up under this house. He just cut it out. He just stopped the sound, and then I heard a thump on this. All this stuff is connected. This is a sorcery. That's what they call it, techno sorcery. You don't have to worry about me eating his food, I tell you that. I would never eat any food off that truck, no, knowingly. Somebody back and give it to me, and I not know where they got it from. You don't have to worry about my services. Yes, the sound is has stopped. And then I heard a loud thump, and I felt the thump. So that sound is connected to something in this house. It may be what's causing that heat. I don't know. And another thing about this heat going in your private area like that, and you go to the doctors. See those gang stalkers that's monitoring you. They know that you're going to the doctors, and what they'll do because you're not knowing that it's some you being attacked with some type of heat. And when you go to the doctor, they there too, and they telling the doctor what to do because they go back there to talk to the doctor first. And they'll tell the doctors to make it sound like that you got some type of disease that you can't get rid of. So this is what the doctor do. To tell you got some type of disease. Because this is what they did to me. But see, I didn't take it to heart because I know I don't have what they say I have. I go to the doctor too much. I've had my blood drawn too much for me for them to tell me this. I've gone in the hospital. So I know what they were saying was the truth. But I saw a girl on YouTube crying, saying what the doctor said that she had. She was crying. I mean, she was crying. And but what they do though is send that information out to the cell phones. Because I was out to dinner with the guy I used to date. And They was actually saying, first they said he had it. Then they said, then the young boy said he had it. Then the older man said, no, she the one that got it. You know, and then they sending this stuff out to the cell phone. This is your doctor giving out your medical information. It's really not your medical info. That's why I don't trust doctors. I don't trust them. And this stuff what is going around worldwide. I don't trust that. I think people. I'm just telling you. I don't trust it. I lost all respect and all trust in doctors. And I know it's not all the doctors. I know it's not all the doctors because there's some doctors trying to tell you. They're trying to tell people. But the people not listening. They're listening to what the news people is telling about how many people has went to the other side. But these doctors are going along with this gang stalking. They part of it. When she told me that, I didn't even take heed to it because I knew that they got there at the same time I got there. When we drove up, he was driving. I don't know. It's like God just let me know this stuff. And so when they called me up to the desk, they called him up too. He was standing behind me laughing like a devil. And so they called him because he went inside before I did. But they called me up, and then they called him up. And so I went back to my seat. I already knew he was a gang stalker. When he drove up, I just looked at him. And I just knew he was a gang stalker. There were actually two in there. And when they called him to go in the back, he walked. I was sitting by the door where you had to go through that door to go to the back. And so when he was going in the back, he actually stopped in front of me and did that laugh again. Because see, there's a laugh, a demon, a laughing demon. It had something to do with my son's death. And that's what these people be doing, laughing. They just start laughing. And so there was another one in there. He didn't act like the first one. He just kept looking at me and stuff. But anyway, just don't trust the doctors. Don't believe what they say. If they say you have something, don't believe it. Don't believe what they say because they're lying. They just want to bring shame on you so that you can be ashamed. There was one guy in there actually taking my picture, videoing me or something. I just didn't let it bother me because I knew it wasn't true. I knew it. I know my body, you know. I hadn't been sexually active. So I knew that what she was saying was more the truth. This guy also told me the same thing happened to him. They told him the same thing. And so he went back and had another test done. And he told the doctor he want the paper, he want the test. So this time he got a different answer. He got an answer that nothing's wrong with him. See, this is what these doctors are doing. The gang stalkers are telling them what to do, and they doing it. They following what the gangsters. I don't know if the people is the FBI or the way they dress. They professionals. They are professionals. If that happened to you, you get some type of heat. Don't go to the doctor because there's nothing wrong with you. It's something that the gang stalkers are doing to you with the heat. whatever it is, it's going in my throat. It's causing me to cough. But I've heard some other people, they this was being done to them too. With the Sheila, I can't how to say her name. Sheila Bazinski, but she's a YouTuber too. I don't know, she's an evangelist or prophetess, but she was having the same problem with the burning. That's why she speaks out on YouTube about what the people are doing. She the first one I heard say something about techno sorcery, and she got her own the radio station, but she not. I don't think she's on YouTube now because they did her the same way they did me, shut her down because they don't want you telling the truth. But I'm trying to tell. I'm really telling y'all the truth. Dollars. They might shut me down for saying this because every time I say something about the dollars, they want to shut me down. But I'm telling you, my life. YouTube can't tell me what I have experienced, and I'm telling you, these doctors are telling lies. They putting stuff in our bodies when they'll tell us we need surgery. When we have it, they'll put stuff in your body that you didn't tell them to put in there, and they doing stuff to us. I know he was acting weird, especially the first time I went to him. I was having so much problem with my stomach, still having the same problems. He said I had Crohn's disease and a nervous stomach. My stomach was just shaking. But it was somebody attacking me with this technology. You see, that's how they get you to help. Let them do these procedures and stuff because you're being attacked with the technology. And then they'll sit there, they third eye on you. I didn't know what in the world is wrong with this man. He'd be looking, and then he'll start smiling. After a while, he'll just frown up and he'll jump up and leave. I should have known something went right then, but I was trying to figure out what's going on with my stomach because it would be vibrating so bad I couldn't sleep at night. And the nurse that were there, I didn't even see her no more. You know, that's what I keep noticing that when I go to these doctors, they be having black nurses. Then I go back, they got another race nurse. But the last time I went by, there was a white nurse there. I didn't even see that black nurse no more. I don't know what's going on. If they quitting or is they getting rid of them. So I decided to wake up. Do they know when we woke or when we go to sleep? There's something that's telling them when we go to sleep. But that heat, it be there all the time. It just be real slightly. You just can't tell it's there all day. But I can't just stand up all day. But if I stand up, it's still going through my feet. When I go in my sister's room, and I'm on my feet, because I'll be washing her, my feet be burning. It's like it cleans. This is some weird stuff. It's like this heat clings to your feet, clings to everything. And the energy, it does the same thing. I have I ain't gonna say, but they'll start about uh, at one time, everything I touch, it would attack this hand. It would go through this thumb and go all the way up here to my arm. If I touched the curtains, if I touched my chair, just touching things in this house would attack this arm. And then they had a streak of old looking skin going from where that energy was going in my arm. It was just old looking. It was different than the rest of my skin. No matter how much I put the body butter on it, you can still tell that with the path of that current or whatever that was going in my arm. You can tell the difference in the rest of the skin on my arm. I'm not gonna just stay on here too long. I feel sleepy all the time. It's like they got something right here in my forehead. It just makes me feel sleepy. Yesterday, I just kept just nodding me out. I just kept falling asleep, falling asleep, falling asleep. I just finally got up. Like something to get up and walk around. But it's right here, right up here. Like right now, I'm feeling it slightly. I feel it slightly, but it makes me feel sleepy all the time. And that's how they can just put me to sleep. Like when I'm trying to read the Bible or listening to even listening to something that I want to, something that I really want to hear. Like that uh, site I was on when this girl was talking about the colors and the names. She said that God gave her the gifts to know, to recognize that there's something to the colors and something to the names. And it just disappeared. It just disappeared. I said, wait a minute, you know. I went back looking for it. I did find it. But then I was sleeping. I was trying to read it, but they just had me where I can't, I be trying to read stuff and I just be so sleepy. And that's their way of keeping me from learning. But I'm going to learn anyway because I'm just going to keep trying to do a little bit at a time. But I'm going to read that article. And I'm going to do a video on it too. That's the one I had put in for. I was trying to think what was it I was putting in. I was trying to research. Use something with, smart does. I was looking up information on smart does. But I did find some stuff. There was a guy. He was saying someone had told him about the smart does. And it's all in our house. It's in everybody's house. Even the ones who not being targeted. But because we are targeted and we being activated, it irritates us. It's all in our, he said it's so fine that you can't see it. But probably once it, I know I need to dust that table right there. But it's so fine. Once it fall and settle on your furniture, you probably can see it. But he said be all in my head. I know my head gets an itch to it. It was itching so bad. It's itching right now, but not like it was itching. Right here in the middle, in the top of my head, I get an itch. And I took some Listerine and poured on my scalp. That did have the itch. But this stuff is in our hair. It's in everything. This smart dust. This guy was telling me that the smart dust was mixed with the direct energy. That's why how they can get it to go in where they want it to go, because smart dust is mixed in it. And the light, they put it in the light because the light helps the direct energy get to us and get to its destination. So all this stuff is being done. They're telling us how it's being done right on the internet. The finest information right on the internet. But I also read some people going underground. They get these things built under their house where they can go underground with some type of pipes. Lord, some type of pipes, drainage pipes and stuff. Where this man, he can build you a whole bungalow down on the ground, and really nice too. But this smart dust can go down on the ground and go inside them, go down inside that pipe. That's what I had read a while ago. I think the first time I heard of smart dust, that's what they were saying. And they creating that smart dust to go after people on the ground, because people are getting bungalows, or whatever you call it, on the ground, fake things. And it's just like the Matrix, when them things went down, when they were down on the ground, and those machine looking things went down on the ground and started going through way through the where they was. This is that's smart dust. That's representing that smart dust. I reckon that's why this heat was able to come up through the floor where there's no vent, because of the smart dust. It's come up through, you know, just like your house have dust, and how that dust get in your house. Keep your doors closed. You can dust, and you look the next day, they more dust. I guess that's the same way this smart dust is doing. But only it could just come through the floor without your doors ever being open. Because this stuff is all over this house. If I go lay in my bed, I'm gonna wake up vibrating. Then I got that big monitor in my bedroom. All these people got these lights on. They got their lights on all night. So there's 4 houses in the front of us. And the car, oh, excuse me, and the cars have these lights. So this stuff is directed to come to this house. It's easy to go through go through glass, because I've showed how I had aluminum foil on the windows at the other house that we was in. And you can see little holes all through. But when they shoot, this is not the smart duster. This is where they be shooting with them good night things. See how I wake up in the morning with this stuff all in my chest because it's coming in through my vagina, going up in my body, and going in my tongue. My head, sometimes, especially when my spine is vibrating so bad, the tip of my tongue is numb, and it's coming from the vibration. See, this morning my tongue not numb because I would have doing that violent vibration, but the heat was burning me in my vagina. And see, if I didn't know better, I'd be going to the doctor trying to see do I have some type of disease. They're gonna tell me that I do, but I don't. It's coming from this technology. The doctor's making money. All of this is to send us to somebody so they can make money off of us. This is why everybody's going along with it. Just like when they chopped me in my head and caused my teeth to break out. See, I had to go to the dentist to get it cut out my mouth because they were there. I should have took her video. She was, they got this arrogance about them too. And I was there first. They called her in the back first because she let them know that she had some authority. She let them know that she had some type of authority. And that's how they act when they go there. They try to be very arrogant. Like they really somebody. So I'm going to get off of this. So I'm going to say good to have a blessed morning. Right now it's 6:45 a.m. Today is Saturday. And today is March the 5th, 2022. Just have a blessed day, a blessed weekend.